I remember as a kid, you looked at some of the high-performance boats back then and tried to force in your mind, where can it go from here? Where can it possibly go from here? And someone said to me then that 30 years later we'd be ripping around at 50 plus knots in foiling monohulls. I would just laughed at them and gone, that's just insane. It never happened.
There's nothing quite like it. Everything is absolutely on the edge. The boat is noisy, it's juddering.
The performance, the speeds, the G-forces, it is more akin to driving a race car around a track.
The AC40, straight out of the box, it was a great bit of kit to get our hands on. It's got plenty of power and it is a very responsive, twitchy kind of boat.
It's an impressive boat. It's very fast, dynamic, relatively lightweight, I'd say. You get 2 helms split each side, they don't move. There is definitely an element of multitasking and there's a lot of button pushing that's going on.
It's quite a lot for the helms to do as well as steering the boat. They're quite heavily loaded up with all of the autopilot and the CAN operations. Being the trimmer, you're trying to get the absolute maximum performance out of the boat. So you're always weighing up how hard you push the trim and how close you keep the boat to the water and weighing that off against the risk of having touchdowns and having a big slowdown.
The AC40, we've all got the same equipment. So it's really going to come down to the fine-tune adjustments and then just minimising the mistakes, but also synchronising between the front and the back of the boat. So it's going to be pretty important, to really hone in on those tiny differences that are going to, get you that inch or a couple of metres in front of the next boat to then be able to make the cross and to go where you want on the race course.
The America's Cup is both a sporting competition and a design race. Certainly in the early parts of a campaign, the focus is always around design. Villanova provides a nice line in the sand for teams to take that shift and really start looking at the nuances and the intricacies of racing these boats.
First AC40 event, first time teams go head-to-head this campaign, really. It's the first chance at little mind games to get that skip in your stride, so I think it's a pretty important first hit out.
I think the results will be important. It'll be good for bragging rights, it'll be good for confidence. We want to show that we can go out there and race at the highest level and get the results. And also as a sailing team ourselves, to build on those relationships, put ourselves under pressure, get the team back on the water, be racing against our competitors. That's where we want to be.